Alright, I'm testing equipment here. Here's my project before me. I don't know if my microphone's going to record in my helmet because the rainstorm a few times ago when I rode took out all my recording equipment. And we're going to see if that works. Also, I have to reattach my GoPro. Lovely. The stuff ain't securing correctly. So we'll see about that. Okay, this could be a problem. Check that out. Okay, let's see if it's going. Alright, it looks like it's going. If you can see that tape on here, let me see. Somewhere. We'll see if that holds this thing on here. I got my fuel and might go for a ride around the block or something and then head home, but I've got to address a situation, and that is my garage. I was ever so fortunate in that a friend gave me a lawnmower. Nothing against said friend, don't get this wrong. I am ever so grateful. But that being said, I spent money I didn't have last week to buy a push mower I couldn't afford. And have you seen the price of those things? It's insane. So that I can mow my lawn, because let's face it, the people who will actually come out and mow your lawn in a timely fashion and do a good job, neighborhood north of here, ICE went through there and they got deported. So now I'm left with the locals who are, okay, we're talking mostly white folks, but the ones who are mowing lawns are, because you don't really have the kids anymore, you know. Used to, there was a kid, and I was that kid. That was me. I can remember, I'm talking 5, 6 years old, taking a glass jug, and it's like grape juice or wine or something was in it. It looked like a moonshine jug. Taking it down to the pump, putting a gallon of leaded gas in it, and I swear, leaded gas smelled better. It just did. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. Leaded gas smelled better. And then dragging that thing home. And I'm like 5, 6 years old. I've even got pictures of me somewhere, or my mom does. I'm 5 years old on a lawn tractor. This wasn't a lawn mower. This was like Montgomery Ward, something like that. Had a big, like, this is like an iron deck. Some of y'all remember these things. And it was a little tractor. If you could lay it over with the deck, you could mow it. Mesquite trees, whatever. If that deck could lay it over, it would freaking mow it. I'm trying to keep my language halfway clean here. I'm a truck driver, so hey. But I think we were the last generation that was like that. For real. Because now you can't get kids to do shit. So who we're left with is meth heads and alcoholics. They're not very dependable. So sorry for the coffee. You don't know me, coughing. Constantly sick. I think a lot of it has to do with that CPAP machine. But, what can I say? It's they're not dependable. And our grass and stuff gets way too wet, our yards. This is small out here. I can't have it sit and the grass get a foot high, because then it's impossible to mow and it's not gonna dry out, you know. Look at all the gravel, all the construction. Just gravel everywhere. One of the reasons I haven't been riding, it's been so bad, it's been so wet. I don't mind riding in the rain. I mean, what happened with my recording equipment, I don't know if it's recording right now. It's not. And everybody just chunking shit in here. I mean, it could be stacked up against the front wall there. I wouldn't mind that. That is a handy little test light hanging up there. And it's just a single car. I need to clean it. It needs paint. I'm not going to paint it right now. I probably need to clean the cobwebs out of it. And I guess we'll see what happens. This is actually my junk over there. You want a 4-barrel carburetor? I got one down there. Got a Craftsman radial arm saw. Air tank over there. All kinds of crap. Chocks, acetylene gauges. Probably embarrassing shit I didn't even notice, and I'm fucking showing. And see? Look. Look at that. Hanging upside, or hanging down, or laying down, whatever it is. Look at it. That's a battery charger. It was probably up there. And she chunks all this stuff in here. Yes, I'm bitching about my wife. If you have a wife, you have the right to bitch. If you have a husband, you got a right to bitch about that fucking bastard too. It's in the fucking vows of matrimony. What else we got here? What else? That's a handy little thing that I never use. Ever. I do my own oil changes, but I never use that. Because I generally cut a piece out of the jug anyways. Oh yeah, needs to be wiped off. Guess what that's good for? Then you put the jug underneath, you catch it, you can pour it into another container real nice and easy. Oh, too many cobwebs. There's another light. There's my walker in the cobwebs and my crutches. I fucking hate crutches. I fucking hate them. I hate them. I know I said I wasn't going to cuss, but, well, you know me. That's not going to work out very well, not in the long run. And I have propane. I don't have a propane grill. I don't believe in that shit. Propane is for this thing. Although it runs off of gas too. Okay, even though it runs off of gas too, it's dual fuel, tri-fuel, whatever the fuck it is. That fuel sours. And I would rather keep that tank dry, like run it dry, have it ready for the propane if I need it, start it and run it off of that, so I don't gump all that shit up, and then have a few of these things right here, gas cans, that I go through with the lawnmower so the fuel gets cycled out, and before a hurricane I can fill a few extras up. And I got this thing, which will power all kinds of shit. So, also I've had a cat in here. I don't know if I mentioned that. There's cat fur all over my bikes. Luckily it hasn't been tearing anything up. But the cat has a fondness for Harley Davidson. This thing needs a battery. Lovely. So let's get with it. Check it out. You know you're in Texas when you randomly find ammunition just laying places. There's 22 shells all over the house, I find. It's just fucking everywhere. There we go. Does that look like it's worth $400 to you? I don't think so. Okay, it's thunder booming. And I've at least got some room where I can put stuff in here. I would love to go through all of this, but I gotta get it all in before it rains. I don't know if y'all can hear that rumble that's still going. It was louder. It's about to come a gully washer, so I gotta get this stuff in here. Alright, it's in here. Still kind of a mess, but it's raining. And I got it all in here. That bike behind me, lowrider, probably not going to be on it for a while. Needs a tire, needs a battery, needs an oil change. And that mower could have bought a battery instead of buying a friggin' mower. That's life. That's just how it is. I'll show you my tire. Let's go. I'm going to zoom in. You see my tire? I mean, I can ride it a little bit, but it needs a battery, you know? Yeah. That thing right there, that could have been a tire. That could have been a Pirelli Night Dragon. But look at it. It just mows the lawn. Where's the fun in that? So, we're gonna be on this thing for a while. It's got the most time till an oil change. And it's got good tire depth on it right now. I'll show you. There we go. Check it out. Not very good in the rain. Great on gravel roads. Not really a dirt tire though. Don't mistake it for a dirt tire. I mean, if you know how to ride in the dirt, you're gonna be fine. I go down dirt roads all the time. We out in the country. We're in a subdivision out in the country. What used to be country, it's getting overtaken, you know? Okay. So that's my garage. This is my garage. It's still kind of a mess, but it's raining and I had to get everything inside. Because I'm not going to be sanding down a flywheel and magnetos and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to leave it out in the rain. But we got it in here. Yeehaw. That up there is the mower. Yeah, I'm just using my hand here. That's the mower that I was gifted. And many, many, many thanks to my neighbor. He's awesome. We help each other out. That's what neighbors do. My old Craftsman toolbox over there. I found the handle to it to lock it too, if I can find the key. I might take that one to work. I don't know. That's really about the size that I need. Is that thing right there. And I can hang a few big wrenches out the side of it, you know, because what I work with is really big shit, you know, so you need huge crescent wrenches and pipe wrenches and that kind of crap. That and a general mechanics tool set for just diesel mechanics and shit. So, and yeah, I got fishing poles and stuff over there too. I knocked the cobwebs down, and I think this garage got painted 50 years ago. It needs some paint. It needs all kinds of stuff. I may one day do that. I don't know. But I'll flip this around. I will catch y'all later. Thank you for watching my video. Yes, I still do ride bikes. I do play guitar too. I love guitar. I love motorcycles. I'm not gonna confine myself to one or the other. To be honest, guitar was my first love, but then my grandfather and my uncles put me on dirt bikes, and well, I was kind of rent at that point. So adios, deuces. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all are awesome. Bye.